सुहृतः सुमुखः सूक्ष्मः सुघोषः सुखदः सुहृत् मनोहरो जितक्रोधो वीरबाहुर्विदारणः.
There are 10 names in this sloka. They are Suvrataha, Sumukhaha, Sukshmaha, Sughoshaha, Sukhadaha, Suhrut, Manoharaha, Jitakrodhaha, Veerabahuhu, Vidaranaha. Let us understand the significance of each name. Suvrataha. Su Sobhanam Vratamashyeti Suvrataha. He who has vowed to save those who seek refuge in him, hence he is said to be one with a great vow.
Sakrudeva prapannaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvatha tasmai dadamyetat vratam mama.
Rama's vow. Ramayana Yuddhakanda. I vow to extend my hand of protection from all beings to anyone who seek refuge with me, uttering, I am thine. This is my obligation towards such suppliant. Sumukhaha. Shobhanam mukhamashyeti sumukhaha. The one with a pretty countenance. Prasannavadanam charu padma patrayi tekshanam. One with a complacent face and beautiful eyes that closely resemble the petals of a lotus. Vanavasa Sumukhat Dva Dasarathi Ramaha. An agreeable person like Rama who had a pleasant face when he was forced into exile.
Svapiturvachanam Shriman Abhishekatatparam priyam Manasa purvamasadhya Vacha pratigruhitavan.
Sri Rama considered his father's order dearer to him than the royal unction. He expressed his willingness to go to forest by uttering just one word. Unction means anointing with oil, that is bath, as a religious rite before the ceremony of crowning a sovereign.
Imani tu maharanye vihrutya navapanchacha varshani paramapritas sthasyami vachane tava.
Rama said to his mother with a smile on his face and without pretense, I shall obey your order with pleasure after spending 14 years of habitation in forests. He is Sumukhaha because he created Brahma and delivered Vedas to him. He is the supreme teacher of all branches of knowledge. Svetasvatara Upanishad says,
Yo brahmanam vidhadati purvam Yo vai vedansha prahinoti tasmai Tam hadevam atma buddhi prakasham Mumukshurvai sharanamaham prapadye Nishkalam nishkriyam shantam niravadhyam niranjanam Amrutasya param setum dagdhendhanamivanalam.
He who created Brahma, that is universal consciousness, before the creation and delivered Vedas to him, who is the only bridge of immortality, who is free from actions, blissful, faultless, without a trace of an undesirable quality, and who resembles the fire that has consumed its fuel. I, as the liberation seeker, take refuge in that effulgent Supreme Person whose light turns the understanding towards the Atma. Like the fire that burns the fuel, Paramatma dispels the ignorance of the ascending sages. Surchmaha, the Supreme Person who is said to be subtle, for he is without the gross causes. The gross causes or principal causes, the sound, touch, form, taste, and smell, are the causes of corpulence of the five natural elements like the sky, etc. The sky was born of Atma with sound as its rudiment. Air was born of the sky with sound and touch as its rudiments. Fire was born of air with sound, touch, and form as its rudiments. Water was born of Agni with sound, touch, form, and taste as its rudiments. Earth was born of water with all the above rudiments. The Supreme Being is devoid of rudiments like sound, etc. He is the cause of the sky, which is thinner than the other four elements. Atma is therefore said to be infinitely smaller than any other thing. Sarvagatam Surchmam, he is omnipresent and subtle. Mundakopanishad says,
यत्तदद्रेश्यम् अग्राह्यम् अगोत्रम् अवर्णम् अचक्षुश्रोत्रम् तदपाणिपादम् नित्यं विभुं सर्वगतं सुसूक्ष्मम् तदव्ययं यद्भूतयोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीराः.
it is impossible to see Paramatma, who is unborn, inconceivable, eternal, omnipresent, and the chief cause of the creation. He is without complexion and limbs. He has put on a great many forms. He is so subtle as to be hard to analyze or identify. Only the enlightened souls can see him everywhere. Sughoshaha शोभनो घोषो वेदात्मको अस्येति मेघ गंभीर घोषत्वात् द्वा सुघोषः. He whose alluring voice is Rigveda. Kathopanishad says,
सर्वे वेदा यत् पदमामनन्ति तपांसि सर्वाणि च यद्वदन्ति यदिच्छन्तो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण ब्रवीम्योमित्येतत्.
I shall explain to you in brief about the ultimate place of destination, which is proclaimed by all Vedas, and that which becomes manifest through all forms of penance, seeking which ascetics lead a bachelor life. That is Om, the monosyllable being the triliteral name of Parabrahma, he whose voice resembles a thunder. Paramatma, in any incarnated form, has a voice that resembles the sound of a thunder, that is, the voice of a cloud. Sukhadaha sadvruttanam sukham dadati asadvruttanam sukham dhyati khandayateti va sukhadaha. The one who bestows happiness on the honest and upright. He who turns the evildoers out of blessedness. Suhrut Pratyupakara Nirapekshatayoupakaritvat Suhrut. He who is helpful without expecting anything in return. He is therefore called Suhrut, meaning the good-hearted one. He has given revelations like Vedas and other Vidyas, books of learning, which get people prosperity and liberation. Has he expected any benefit in return? The answer is no. Manoharaha Nirtisyananda Rupatvan Manoharatiti Manoharaha. The one whose form is heart-stealing. He is Manohara or heart-stealing, as he is of the nature of interminable bliss. Paramatma manifests in the minds of ascetics while in deep meditation. Being the form of bliss, Paramatma attracts the minds of ascetics. He is therefore called Manohara, he who captivates the minds. Jitakrodha. Jitaha krodho ena saha jitakrodha. He who has overcome the passion of anger. He slays the enemies of the demigods only to establish Dharma or the Vedic order, but not out of anger. Veerabahuhu. Tridasya Shatrun Nignan Vedamaryadam Sthapayan Vikramasali Bahurasyeti Veerabahuhu. The one with arms capable of destroying demonic forces, who are the enemies of demigods, that is, Tridasas. This is only to establish Dharma. 3 plus Dasha, 3 states are thrice 10 years. One who enjoys the 3 stages of life, namely infancy, youth, and manhood, but no old age, a god, so named as being 30 years old, this being considered the prime of a man, and the age at which immortals always continue. Vidaranaha. Vidaranaha. Adharmikan vidarayatiti vidaranaha. The one who rends the bodies of the unrighteous people.
Surutas sumukhas sukshmas sugoshas sukhadas suhrut Manoharo jitakrodho veerabahur vidaranaha.
Om Tat Sat.